See this long spinner and this large wick. I'm hoping we see London and New York finally go take liquid the way I've been asking or working, or not necessarily dependent on, but the way I've been assuming that they would. It happened right here. This day was this Tuesday, last Tuesday. It's another Tuesday. We were left. This is a Monday. This is a Monday state, right? Hey, where's my still I can't see it the way I want to. This would be Thursday. Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday. So last Thursday we were left with a long wick, and then the next day just went and ate all that liquid. I'm guessing, assuming, and pretty excited to see this go and eat this liquid. I've learned in almost want to say mastered, but I can't say that yet because it's only 2 days of really using it. The E-Wave 1 through 5, and then 6 and 7 being our reversal, especially when it intertwines with orb, bro. Our orb, it's literally perfect. It does everything. You'll watch it accumulate, then manipulate its way back up for 6 and 7, and then 1 through 5, which would be the reversal. It's just mind blowing. We have it here and here. New York passed it on to Sydney after a large accumulative run right here during our downtime, our no zone. Right, 1, 2, 3, 3 being the longest, 2 to 3. So 0 to 1, a little bit of a what do you call them? Accumulation or manipulation? Accumulative manipulation is birth, right? This is at 11, right? Accumulative manipulation. I can actually show you because I marked it up earlier. Good job, Dre. And I'm on 5 minute. I usually do it on the 1 minute, but it is what it is, right? Accumulation is birthed at our 5 minute mark, 1 to 5. We have manipulation that is then inversed for 1 to 2, and then 2 to 3 is our longest distributive range, and distribution last. It keeps going. It just inverses itself and distributes a little bit more. So again, our 1 minute will show you more. I got you, baby. Don't worry. Here's 11 to 5. 11 to 11:05, right? Accumulation. We get our manipulative pull, and then another pull back for manipulation, inversing our what? Our accumulation. Manipulation comes back, doesn't change its character, and distributes back up to where manipulation was. 0 to 1, 2, 2 to 3 being the longest, 4 with an inverse into 3, and then 5 with distribution, and then 6 and 7 is the reversal for, I'm going back to 5, for the next. I guess you can go E-Wave through them all. I'll run some tests through and I'll mark them all up. I love this wedge move over here I had too. So cool, bro. Where am I at? Cough. Where am I at, dude? Damn it. Don't fold on me, dude. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. No, we're here. 1, 2, 3. Right? But I want to find mine. Boom, New York. Yeah, the no zone. That also London is probably gonna sweep lows. I'm really hoping London and New York just go and sweep lows. That's that spinner I was talking about at the beginning. Accumulation, manipulation, pullback, 3, 4, 5, going into distribution. Now our no zone was when I marked up this E-Wave, because you're not supposed to trade during that time. It's very, very, very slow. It's mostly accumulation. As you can see, it's literally going sideways instead of actually giving us a direction. And we're on the 5 minute time frame, only giving us 68 to 2 points or ticks. What's the difference? Points represent larger whole number prices, while ticks are the smallest possible price movement. Stocks and blah blah blah. I want somebody to point and explain it. Larger whole number points. I go points. Ticks would be. They almost seem the same. Smallest possible price movements, while price for points is the price change. Whole number price change. Smallest makes sense. They're the same thing. Don't stress yourself out. Again, 1, 2, 3, 3 being the longest, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 is the changeover being a 1, 2, 0. 1, oops, ooh, 1, no. 5, 6, and 7, right? 5, 6, 7, and then 0 to 1. 5, 6, 7, 0, 70. 1, 2, boom, got it. It's a handoff. And then it switches itself up. Here's our 3 being the longest, right? Let's go again. And we can hour orb this and show ourselves what we need to see for AMD. You gotta love what they birthed for us. Like that boy. What called Baby B? Oof, wrong place. Also, BRICS is having a civil war. China has to pay for everything. The dollar is going down because they caused too much. It doesn't make sense, because wouldn't it go up because they have to pay for everything? They're sending oil, so they lose the amount. No, we have to pay to get it transferred, so they lose everything they have. Pay for that. Eventually it goes back up because they're repaying, and R goes down because we have, and the inflation can go down on top of it. I think that's a little bit shaky in my head still, but these boys over here are having genuine issues with themselves. Saudi Arabia is in the middle of butt fuck because they can't decide if they want to join BRICS or stay cool with America. Where you at? Where's my actual research? You should just get owned by Jeff and us instead of trying to be with people with no idea with what 5-5. Oh my goodness. Putin is 5'4", looks up to Donald Trump and says, I don't know if I want to be on your team or if I want to keep talking to Kim Jong-un's brother. Anyways, Saudi is anticipating possibly participating in the BRICS alignment. But Saudi is also surrounded by, I'm bored as hell, Iraq. Iraq is participating in NATO. Iran is participating and a member of BRICS. You're surrounded, Iraq. Why are you fuck? Look, this is South America. I mean Africa, fuck. What are they? BRICS. Why the fuck? I don't get Iraq. So if Iraq really went to war, right? Our NATO would have to go help, which they are in war, and our NATO might have to go help Iraq. They're in a civil war pretty much because they're literally right next to each other. I would call it a civil war. I would call y'all one continent, just like I wanted us to be one continent with fucking South America. But South America has Brazil, which wants to be a part of BRICS. Why? I don't know. Argentina refuses. Same with Colombia. Same with Colombia and Venezuela. Colombia is contemplating. Venezuela said no. These fuckheads are already owned by us. They don't know what to do themselves, and he's gonna take them. I really wish that we were all just one big fire nation, the whole world. But for some reason, it's almost, keyword, almost, split in half, them and them. But we have them and them. Japan might end up helping Iraq because Iraq is fighting Iran. How is Iraq losing to Iran after we already sunk their dumbasses? They have no navy, but they have an army. They're army versus army right now, shooting bombs at each other. What the fuck? So it's hard, maybe, to get our oil away from this war that is already a civil war, and they're waiting for some messiah to come help. Messiah being this fuckhead over here or this dickhead over here. Help with their war. They can also get their help. Where's Japan at? I don't. From this is Japan? Fuck, that's small. Hopefully these two niggas are next. Actually, we wouldn't need them to fight because y'all have nothing that we would need, and it's too far of a trade as it is. We trade with China the most. Damn, we go distance, dude. And you can't go that low because of the ice. Anyways, back to what I'm trying to say. The BRICS dollar is falling, so you can like sit in a long, as I've been trying to tell you. If you're smart, you've been sitting in a long since here. In reality, you've been sitting along. When was the start of the war? What, February? Since here, since our big imbalanced brain. I'm better now. That's all bullshit. Don't listen to him. Anyways, we'll see this stick go down and catch all this liquid. Sitting along 1 through 5 is here. 3 is the best time to catch in. If you're really good at it, you can catch in at the beginning of 70, being 0 to 1. I ran a guessing test and was completely right, just because it's never just a continuous drop, especially with Asia being Sydney and Tokyo. They like to sweep each other sometimes. This was a long. I'm hoping to see this come today with London. See? Hey. What else can I explain to you? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution lives in 1 and 2. Distribution lives in 3, 4, 5. Accumulation and manipulation live in 1 and 2. Distribution lives in 3 and 4, 3 through 5. I am at 215. It is doing almost exactly what I thought it would do. We should see our distribution levels come soon. I'm gonna go to 1 minute time frame. Cool job, Drake. Literally, dude. Good job. We can go here. 4 and 5. We should see the 6 and 7 start its distribution back to our bears. Just because, like I said, in all, I know we won't sweep this high. Our high being for the week being 70.8 because of the war increasing itself, oil getting moved away from them getting bombed and having to rebuild their country, being gold. Through gold being their currency, and that's pretty much it. Now let's make sure that we get this manipulation marked up the right way. We have our first 5, so we'll switch back to our 5 minute time frame. I have confirmation for a distribution back to our bears based on this. This is abnormal. We could see it inverse come into here, but like I said, I can't see it going past 70.8. We could see it go back into our bearish fair value and then distributing back down, being a reversal instead of a retracement. First 5 minute. I'm gonna fucking emo out, dude. I'm gonna be a fucking emo kid. I'm a fucking emo. Okay, yeah. Accumulation, manipulation. We should see distribution come back down. I tried to see the future, like I did here, and go 1 through 5 here, and then 1 through 5 again down. Because I don't see us not going and running and taking these longs or these lows down here, and taking these longs from up here, especially after we've seen the week go by, or we've seen the start of the week and we've seen last week. And like I said, BRICS falling, dollar nothing. Hopefully our dollar, I need to shave. Hopefully our dollar doesn't bullshit us after we're done with this war. It already is. Indices are in bear run because stocks are also in their bear run. Crypto is in its bull run. The dollar is going down, up. It's up right now. I saw something saying that we could see the dollar sprint to 160 with Japan, USD JPY being the dollar. That's like my go-to. Why? I don't know. What is with Japan? Why am I addicted with USD JPY more than anything else? What does Japan do with us that makes us so much more of a USD JPY rather than a... Probably because it's the closest thing to 150, which is like the handshake. USD Euro being 80. You go by the 5s more than you would want to go by 8s. And then USD JPB being 75. So it's a 2.5 instead of a 5. Just guessing test. All worth it. Let's go, bro. Show me what I need to see and let me be completely right. Boom. And this is backwards actually. No, it's not. No, I'm wrong. 5, 6. I'd write it in. 5, 6. 0 to 1, 7. 7. Good job. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Three is our longest, so we'll probably see a sprint back down to. Let's find a reason for this breaker, and then a jump back up into the breaker, and then a fall back down, and then I don't see it sprinting. See it jogging, and then running again into our lows, and then New York will probably hand off, continue its low run, and then choose to sweep back up. I'm hoping we go past 60, our low, and jump into 59, and then come back up and inverse this, and then end tomorrow back up in like the 65 range. I can't make this too long because I want people to understand the 1 through 5 again. 17. I'll go through one more explanation from this one right here. So right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Too easy. Okay. Let's go here and make another one then. Here's our 1, right? So this will be 5, 4, no. Can't, yeah, 5, 4, 3, no. 0 to 1, no. 7 to 0. If I can do this backwards, bro, I'm that dude, honestly. 0 is here. 7 is there. 6, 7. 5. It's just because 3 is supposed to be the longest, so it's kind of fucking with me right now. I'm not liking that. I would want this to be our 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm good. 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Yep. I learned this fast. I'm gonna go explain this wedge because I'm bored as hell. We gotta go back into our 1 minute time frame. I don't look at the wedge, guys. Also something I want to figure out for myself. I need a roommate for 1, and then I need what was I gonna say? No idea. I stopped smoking weed for my brain to load a little bit better, and still it's for fucking Play-Doh. After accumulation and manipulation, we had a wedge come in to fart out our distribution, right? So accumulate, manipulate, it literally comes to a wedge. A wedge is a specific pattern. There's different patterns that I will probably go over tomorrow, but this is a wedge. It goes like this. Boom, right? You can see it order block itself up and then distribute. We know it would distribute back to our bears if it goes into its wedge with bull, right? Here's our accumulation, our manipulation. It also works together perfectly because it's our hour. Orb, accumulation, manipulation, comes back, inverses it, and then wedges on top of it. I thought we would have had a stronger distributive push back to our bears, but 4 points is not that bad. I'm talking about the whole number too. Maybe that's the difference. Because like 7 to that point, that tick is that decimal. The tick is the decimal. The point is the whole number. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, and I'm right. Inverse yourself. It didn't even want to inverse this at all. When did you inverse to 70? This nigga. This is today, right? 15, 5 hours in, so 5 hours ago. Through 9, there you go. No say. Regardless, it already inversed itself. We'll probably see a distributive push down to this sweep, and I want to see you get low. Can we please go sweep lows? I'm gonna look at daily right quick just to do one last little thing. Yeah, I know. You'll be okay. We saw it balance itself out, but not necessarily just leave displacement. I had a headache. Displacement already went up, and inversed R yesterday, but not yesterday, Friday. I was right. Fuck. Inversed R Friday. I can't believe you didn't turn bearish. You're not going bullish. Too much war. We could see one more bullish day just to be annoying to the world, but I doubt it. They have too much to pay for, too much to send over, too much to do with the gold as it is with metals. It'd make no sense. I can see a slow, steady fall all the way down to our support at 33, just like I said yesterday. That easy.